So today we are making rock candy experiment. The materials that we need are the following: 4 cups of sugar, 2 cups of water, a jar, boiling pot, barbecue skewers, or if you have popsicle sticks, that would do as well, and then a clothespin. Some optional materials that we need are vanilla for flavoring, food coloring, and then we also need an extra sugar. This is to coat our barbecue skewers. And then we also have here, for the purpose of this video, I soaked in advance the stick that we will be using for our candy crystals. I soak it with water, and then I will explain it to you later on why we need to soak it in advance. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so we started boiling our 2 cups of water, and then we will put 4 cups of sugar. So this is the 2 cups of sugar. Now let's check our water. If it is boiling already, then we can put it in. Okay, let's check our water. It's boiling. Now we can start putting our sugar. So here's the first 2 cups. And we'll get the other 2. And the next 2 cups makes it 4 cups of sugar. And then we will stir it and make sure that the sugar dissolves completely into our boiling water. Just continue stirring it until the sugar completely dissolves into the water. Okay, let's check our solution with a closer look. If it is already, the sugar already fully dissolved, and then we can let it cool down. Okay, so we will let our solution cool down for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending. So you just have to check. Once it is cool, then you can transfer it to the jar, or we can proceed to the next step. Okay. Now you can put an additional color into your crystals. Once the solution cools down for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then you can add it on and stir it before we transfer it into our jar. Okay. Okay. Once we already mixed our food coloring, we can move it into our jar. Here. This one is enough. And then we will put our stick. Like this. Make sure that your stick doesn't touch the bottom of the jar, okay, or the side of the jar as well. Okay, right, so I guess we still have a little bit left here. Can put it too. Just make sure that it's not touching the side. If ever it moves, you can secure it with tape. Okay, there. And then we'll wait for a couple of days, a week or so, and then we will check the development of our candy crystals in the bottom of this jar. We'll update you soon. Okay, so after 24 hours, we checked our rock candy crystal experiment, and as you can see on our first jar over here, the sugar solution is starting to crystallize. That's after 24 hours. This is the other one that we have. Give her a closer look. It's started to form in the stick. Again, this is an update after 24 hours. Hello, so just to give an update to our rock candy crystal experiment, the last update we had was after 24 hours, and we are not supposed to keep on moving our jars. And look at this one here. After 6 days. Look there, let's have a closer look. This is our second jar, and then the first one that we did is this one. See the difference? This here. So the sugar is crystallizing on the glass, and let's have a very closer look. See that? Those are our rock candy forming or attaching to our skewers there. All right, so I'm excited for our big review tomorrow. Let's find out. Hello everyone, so today we're going to reveal our rock candy experiment. We've been waiting for it for more than a week now, so come and let's check it. Here, we need to take it off, and then that, and then this. So when we cover it with paper towel, I also secured it with tape. That way, just in case someone moves it, our rock candy is still steady on the bottom over there, and just making sure that it's not touching the bottom. So here we go. So we have here 3 glasses. That way we can compare. So what went well and what went wrong on our experiment, right? So here's our first one, the biggest jar. Okay, and we're ready with this knife because of course the sugar crystallized, right? Just poke it here slowly and gonna check. Ta-da! Look at that!
That's nice.
Yeah! Right here. See? Look at this one.
It's a rock candy.
Yes, so good. Yeah, so
Cool.
yeah. Again, as I mentioned on the previous part of this experiment, that you can add the food coloring to it too. Look at that. So good. All right, so this is our first jar. Successful. let's put it here and let's dry it, and we can have it later. Okay, and then our second jar is this one here. Okay. Okay. This one, yay!
Nice.
Nice. This one, guys, look. Now you can differentiate the color of the first one and then the other one, because we put more food coloring on the other jars, so you can look at that too. And then we have the small jars here for the purpose of comparing our experiment. Here, the small jar is here. Okay, that one. See, this candy develops differently compared to the other one, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, here. So this is our first jar, this is the second one, and then this is the third one. So now you might wonder why the third jar didn't develop as good as the first and then the second jar. Because when we put our third stick on our third jar here, the factors are, first, the solution, water and sugar solution, was not cool enough compared to the first and then the second jar. So as the stick and then the sugar that we placed, remember, you coat it first, you soak the stick first, and then after soaking, you coat it with sugar and then let it dry. For the purpose of this experiment, we didn't dry this completely compared to our second jar and our first jar. Okay, so when we coated this with sugar and it didn't dry completely compared to these two, and then we put it here, the sugar that was coated into the stick melted. Again, remember when I said that the water and sugar solution was not cold enough too, so that's why it develops this kind. So just a point to consider when you're making this experiment: two things. You just have to make sure, three things: that the ratio of your water and then your sugar is either 4:2, which means 2 cups of water and then 4 cups of sugar. And second factor, make sure that you completely cool off your water and sugar solution before you put your candy sticks coated with completely dry sugar, because the sugar that is completely dried in your stick helps the water or the rock candy to grow. All right, so if you don't dry it completely, you will get this kind of result. But if you dry it completely, you will get this two beautiful one. Right? Okay, so I hope you enjoy doing it at home, and take pictures of it and let us know. See you.